Hey, how's it going? All right, we're good. We're live. It's working.
Awesome.
I promise I won't delete this copy.
Hello, everyone. This is episode 1 of the Round Earth Society podcast. I am your host, Dan Popescu. With me is my other host, Saman Arif. Say hi.
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
Hey, how are you?
Awesome.
How's my voice sound? Is it cute?
I love you. I love the pink headset that you're wearing right now, too.
Thank you.
It's great.
I appreciate it.
Basically, this started with just some interesting conversations that we've had
Around a campfire?
Between the fireside chats, and it's just a lot of people find it funny. We find it hilarious. If we're not sure exactly where this goes, so I do apologize if the first one is a little laggy or glitchy or something. We're not sure on the direction exactly, but
We're just trying to get everything out.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything out just to see how
if
it
it doesn't
sounds.
go anywhere, if
Just two guys in Turkey watch it.
if two Botswanian pedophiles are listening to this and just us, I'm fine with it. I'm cool. I'm not too worried.
At
about
least
it.
somebody heard our story.
Exactly.
I just want to mention one thing. A lot of people always ask us two about our political opinions. I just wanted to start this off by saying there will be absolutely no Trump bashing in the first episode. We're just gonna steer clear of it, and for all in the future episodes we'll talk about it, including this one maybe. But for now, we are not talking about Trump.
We're gonna try really hard.
Try really hard.
I mean, it's really really hard not to talk about it. But we're just gonna. It's just with the elections. I know everyone's just kind of tired of hearing about the political discourse of America. And why do Canadians care about that? Well, Canadians care because, hey, all our jobs depend on America. Let's be completely honest here.
When Trump says he want to get rid of something like NAFTA, then that's pretty scary for a lot of corporations out here.
But, I mean, our topics can range from a bunch of things. Simon, why don't you go through some of the things that we thought about talking about?
Well, one thing we're going to talk about is the war on science, which is also can be known as the war on reason. We'll get into that, and that'll partly explain why we chose the Round Earth Society as the name of this. It could be anything from phishing scams on the internet, what computer to buy, laptops. It could be story time about Dan's truck driving adventures in the South, which I'm sure are going to be great.
Ding 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 ding. As soon as you cross the Mississippi, bro, you can hear the banjo playing. Okay, no, it's great. I do love the South. The people there are very friendly. I can't really complain much about it.
Tell me about the
just to go back, just to go back to the name there. It's a direct mock response to the Flat Earth Society. Obviously, I hope that's pretty obvious.
If you guys want to check it out, that's the flatearthsociety.org. It's only operational halfway through the week though, because somebody always hacks it.
To quote them, they have members all around the globe.
All around.
Now read that slowly again, okay? All around the globe.
Round globe.
It's not just that, but it represents just like Simon said earlier, an attack on reason and science, and more importantly, I think it's a hidden aspect of it is it is basically people not being able to discern what is real and what isn't anymore, and that's a thing that's
we're gonna dive right into that.
That's a skill people acquire. It takes time. To not fall for the old Nigerian princess scam or a couple of other things like that.
For anybody who doesn't know, that's when somebody sends you an email and says, "Hey, you're a lottery winner in Nairobi, but we need you to send $3,000 to unlock your money."
Yeah, that's. I mean, come on, stop it. You can't honestly listen to that and believe that is true. But we're also gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna do a lot of. We're gonna talk about a lot of other things, funny things, weird things. Camel toes, Saman's camel toe in particular. We're gonna see where it goes. Okay, so we're just gonna have some fun. So
let's dive right into it.
Let's dive right into it.
All right, let's dive right into it.
What's meme expertology, Saman?
I don't know. I'm not a meme expertologist.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, oh man,
we honestly started this. And then somehow the idiots got a hold of it. Okay,
we were part of the generation.
We're the OG trolls, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. We were the first ones to do it. Trolling started deep in the internet. Don't get me wrong. Only really was the PC gamers that knew about it. And once in a while, you'd see a funny picture. I'll throw up a picture later on this video. It's does a crazy man wear fancy dresses picture. That's where this kind of stuff started. But people like I see people posting things on the internet all the time, every day. Like every time you turn on Facebook, Instagram, anything, there'll be. It's usually political, but it can be anything.
Conspiracy
and it's just,
theories.
Oh my God, the things that people post is just I can't even.
With basically just no actual basis in reality or science or facts or and.
And the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is unbelievable.
A lot, and all these people believe is like, don't trust the mainstream media, man. Don't mainstream media, man. They don't know anything. Oh, so we're gonna trust the quack that made the YouTube video of the 3 hours describing how bees are taking over the dolphin colonies, or I don't know. I don't understand how you can believe that with just no background into it at all. It's shit baffling. Shit bafflery is gonna be another one of our major topics of concern here.
I saw one this morning. It was political. It was about. I wish I could pull it up right now, but I deleted the guy off Facebook who posted it because I just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, you gotta let those people go.
Something about thanks for voting in another corrupt liberal from Quebec, and it's a picture of Chrétien talking about you. It's just like what? Like, what do you mean corrupt? I mean, you may not like what he does. Like I don't know. He may make some bad decisions, but how is he corrupt? Like, yeah. Right away, people are gonna see that and be like, oh fuck, Justin Trudeau's corrupt. I shouldn't have voted for him. I can't believe my friends did.
Listen, 1 year of Hillary emails memes. Okay, one year of the Hillary email scandal memes. Like, okay, she used the server. We get it. She wasn't supposed to. We get it. She lied about it. We get it. But come on. Okay, there's got to be more. Okay, and another one, the Clinton Foundation. The murders of the Clinton family. Like, how many Mexicans do you think they buried in their backyard? Like,
yeah, it's out of control.
Why? And you're using your own confirmation bias to ascertain your own political views, and you make that sound. You make that believable in your own mind because you already believe it. Okay, so you find some piece of nonsense on the internet.
And you find a way to make it true.
Right.
You find a way to make it true.
Doesn't matter how stupid it is. Doesn't matter.
Don't get me wrong. Hillary Clinton has the personality of a snapping turtle. Okay, she resonated with me about as much as a yeast infection.
Oh, she's the woman version of Darth Sidious. Let's be honest. Like, look at her.
Yeah. Yeah. All she needs a hood and a lightsaber.
I don't like that. That's crooked smile and that laughter, and then like everyone, please believe me, I'm human. That whole thing is like she's trying to resonate and pander to all the groups that she's hoping would vote for her. No one like that, okay? The Democrats lost the election because they screwed Bernie out of it. Let's be completely honest.
You don't want to know.
They just weren't ready for a socialist Jew.
We'll talk about the socialist Jew in a second. You want to know a funny fact? 54% of women voted for Trump. You know where I got that? From a meme.
Yes. And it sounds true, right?
That one actually is.
But that's what I mean. It sounds true, but here's the problem. How do you know what's true and what isn't? Okay? How do you discern from the piles of bullshit you find online and the great library of information? Because that's what the internet should, and that was the original purpose of the internet, to connect people with the vast amount of information that before wasn't available to us directly.
That's half the reason. You know the other reason why the internet was invented? It was just in case.
I'm sure it had something to do with the military.
It was just in case there was some sort of nuclear fallout or communication broke down. It was a way to open up communication again. That's why it's so easy to hack things on the internet, because they didn't make great security protocols in the beginning.
Well, I heard the new, what do you call that when you code stuff, when you help me out here. You're the
wizard
expertologist here. Encryption, the encryption patterns.
Yeah,
right?
encryption.
Aren't they like so good now that you can't break certain encryptions are so good that they say they're unbreakable?
Here's the thing about encryption. Encryption, a lot of it is basically unbreakable. Like when I put in my password on the computer, let's say into Facebook, your password's not actually being sent online over to Facebook. Your password is encrypted on your computer. Right. And then it's sent as an encryption.
Encrypted on the other side. I understand the basis of it, but what I'm saying is because before all encryption eventually got hacked. Like even the Apple stuff.
It's not safe. It's like
uncrackable.
99% safe.
But now they're saying that the stuff that's coming out now is unhackable. Like you can't hack it.
Basically, until quantum computing is invented and you can have more than one state at once, it is unhackable. It would take you years to decipher the algorithm. Yeah.
Quantum physics, I love it. the best thing about a scientist said this once is like, quantum physics makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that makes sense about it is that it's completely right.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We're still trying to reconcile Einstein's theories with quantum theories. We're not quite there yet. We're not sure mass is a real thing yet, even though we can observe
Speaking of quantum theory, let's go back to the socialist Jew for a second. And why Bernie Sanders was not picked as the Democratic nominee, I'll never know.
They're not ready for a socialist Jew. That's simply what it is.
Imagine if he got into office right now. Him and Trudeau would be walking under a rainbow with two dolphins tongue kissing on top of it.
In the state of the world right now, capitalism is by far the absolute best way to govern people. Okay.
It has its setbacks, but
however, right, of course. I mean, the rampant globalization and
the Reagan zombies drill, baby drill.
Right, and the fact that it's not sustainable in long term, or the fact that the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, the middle class is shrinking, but it's still the best system that we have.
That's the best system that we've thought of and implemented so far.
However, some things shouldn't be capitalistic, like prisons, healthcare.
Prison is run like a business in the United States. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable the way it's run down there. You should not be profiting off prisoners. Don't get me wrong. Put them to work. Sure, you deserve it. You went to jail, bud. But you can't be putting people in jail for mandatory minimum sentences and all that stuff.
I don't agree with putting people in jail and making them work. I don't think that's right.
I was joking.
Oh, okay.
I don't agree with that either. Just because they're in prison
you're
doesn't
giving me
mean
the cockeye there.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if you were.
Yes. No. I don't believe that.
No.
I also don't believe you should be profiting off prisons.
Yeah.
But I also believe that it shouldn't cost $105,000 a year to keep a prisoner. That is from a meme.
That's a meme expertology.
It's all coming from memes.
It's bro science, bro. You know what, man? You know how many turkeys die every year to fucking cancer, bro? Cancer from the chemtrails falling down on the turkeys, and the turkeys are breathing it in, and that's bro science right there for you. Okay?
I'll give you some bro science. I eat so much tuna that I piss mercury. Okay, that's some bro science for you.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So basically, the bottom line, to go back to the original point of the meme expertology, as we call it, basically using memes to express reality. It's not why memes were originally created, and you shouldn't stop fucking believing it. Okay, stop it. Stop fucking reading memes and making your dissertation on it. Okay.
Here's the problem with memes nowadays. Unless you were, I want to say gamers or people that use computers a lot, like we were back in the day.
Yeah.
The problem is that people that look at memes now don't understand why they were created.
Right.
They were created to just make fun of stuff.
Right.
They weren't created to pass information. You cannot get information from a joke.
Yeah.
That's like watching a comedian and taking his word for what's true about the world.
Which is sadly the best way to get news now.
It is now, yeah. I'd rather watch The Daily Show than Fox News.
Oh,
don't even go there.
Even the other ones
MSNBC,
they're not
CNN,
really reporting.
They're just there for ratings to make money. It's all profit.
It's the sensationalism of news, and it's another thing. I'm not sure how you would do it without sounding like it's state propaganda. But how do you take money out of the media too? Or not media, sorry.
Nobody would watch it. That's
out of news reporting. That needs to happen. I think the best way to do it, and I think this is how you stop all the lying and all the bullshit you see on TV. You don't believe the politicians. You don't believe mass media. If you qualify as a politician or a journalist, when you're speaking to the public in regards to laws and things like that, when you lie, you should be fined, because that these people. That's all they care about is it. Really,
it's gonna be huge.
They care about their campaign finance.
Yeah, of course.
So when someone goes on and hits you with a meme expertology, then you fine them, okay? And I guarantee you that's gonna work. It's not gonna happen again. You shouldn't be able to lie to your Constitution and get away with it.
Now here, okay, let me give you this scenario though. Now, here's where a problem comes in, because with the way how bad it's bad American politics right now. There's nothing good about it. Watching what I watched a few weeks ago, it was just, as you said, shit baffling. Like I can't believe what I watched. Would you rather vote for somebody on a campaign who lied? Because Hillary was, what did PolitiFact say?
Oh, that's fine.
She was lying 19% of the time.
Yeah,
something
20
like that.
something. I think 20.
And Donald Trump, it was like 71 or something crazy like that. Would you rather take Hillary's, let's say she has campaign, sure, you know, she's the plain old Democrat, you know,
Right.
the same Democrat train that
Wall
they've
Street,
had for
baby.
last, Wall Street, Big Pharma, we'll get into that, but, or would you vote for someone you know who is lying, or vote for somebody who is running his campaign based on racism and sexism and grabbing her by the pussy and what do you do if you're an American citizen? What do you do?
I told you I'm trying really hard to avoid this. But this is my own comparison between voting for Hillary and voting for Trump, okay? You have two guys, okay? And you give each one of these guys a baby, okay? So they're both holding on to a baby, okay?
Okay.
The first guy represents Hillary Clinton, okay? You give the baby to Hillary, the worst thing that's going to happen is she's going to drop that baby in the head, okay? That baby might turn out to be a little retarded, but that baby might turn out to be okay, and she might not even drop the baby.
Okay.
The other guy that represents Trump, in the best case scenario, he's going to take that baby and punt it over a bridge, okay? Those are your options.
Especially if it's a Mexican
Those
baby.
are your two that's in terms of the gravity of the situation, and we don't honestly, that's a joke. I don't even know what Trump's going to do because he doesn't know what he's going to do.
Wasn't he openly Democrat before he became
was,
political?
He was.
Not so much openly Democrat, but he was friends with the Clintons. He's probably still friends with the Clintons, but he was always at their fundraisers. He was always with them.
Him and Bill grabbing pussy all over the place, bro. For sure. Come on. Those two together?
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
It's awesome. It's like fuck Corey and Trevor just walking around town, grabbing pussy left and right.
Yeah, I'm trying real hard not to talk about Trump right now, but it's gonna keep coming back.
How
to that.
can you?
That campaign was unbelievable. I can't not. Like, come on. All Mexicans are rapists.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's true, right? he got that in a meme.
Yeah.
Somebody posted it on his wall. Somebody from the
He's sitting there
from
on
the Facebook group, the Conservative Library.
On the Cinco de Mayo, eating what was it? He was eating a bowl of taco. Who eats a bowl of tacos?
He said something like that. I don't remember.
I'm
what
sure
it
a
was.
Mexican pissed in. You know, like come on. I love Mexicans. They're the best. They're huge.
Yeah. All right, let's switch. Or we're just gonna go down the rabbit hole.
I told you, I don't.
Well, you know what? We can segue from Republican. Oh, the people he's picking for his cabinet.
Oh,
the guy for the science administration. What's it called in the States? The one that oversees not the FDA, but the one for science. I can't remember what it is, but they just showed
the science advisor, right?
Yes, sure. They just showed a video. I forget the guy's name. He looks like Mitch McConnell, except younger and not as creepy.
So he looks like a turtle.
Yes. He's on a video and he's like, well, you know what? He's like, I believe that the general consensus of scientists don't believe that global warming's a thing. It's not a real thing. And it's just like, what scientists where? Like, what are you talking about? If you look at a picture of the ice caps from like 30 years ago, like they're like 15% of them left. Polar bears are dying every day, okay?
Yeah. As soon as he said that, a polar bear died somewhere, okay? Like, one penguin...
Every time Mitch McConnell speaks, a polar bear dies.
You know, I can see a bird covered in oil slitting its own throat, okay? As soon as that guy said that.
But that's part of the war on science.
Yeah. It's serious. I think it even starts at an early age because... even in the schools we went to, kids were making fun of the people that were good at math and science. And like, you fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd. And now you're most likely working for one of those nerds. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is how that works. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hopefully the nerds have enough grace to
to forgive
allow
you.
you to exist. Yeah. Forgive you.
Allow you to
You're
exist.
never going to be forgiven. But yeah, I don't understand. being knowledgeable, I always thought was something very attractive to me.
Yeah, it's something that even if I mean, like, not everyone can be the smartest person, but you should at least strive to make sure the things you say are correct. Or the things that you believe in are correct. I mean, we can go down that road, but
I don't think these people. I think they believe that climate change is real.
they're just saying it.
But they're not allowed to say that because you have the Koch brothers coming in, dumping $10 million on someone running against you, and then you're swiftly out of office.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how that works. These people aren't stupid. They know exactly what they're saying. Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes some of the way some of them talk, I actually don't think they know what they're saying.
They look stupid.
Like Mike Pence.
Because they want to appeal to that base, as they're called, the deplorables. You know, I don't think that that's the right term. I see them every day. They're everywhere. They're walking among you. Okay, they're everywhere. Okay, and some of them are really good at what they do, and they're generally nice people, and they just simply don't have the time to go out of their way to find out what the truth is. It's what I was talking about earlier, discerning of what's real and what isn't.
Well, why would you discern it when you can just get it from memes?
And they have
like
they have an anger that they don't
understand.
They're not targeting the rightful group of people that you should be angry at.
You're talking about like trickle down effect and stuff like that.
Right. Corporations are basically responsible for all the shit fuckery that's going on. Like all they do is point fingers. Okay.
Oh, it's not our fault.
Look at the poor people. Look at what they're doing, being poor over there, sucking
That's
up.
That's one of the greatest deceptions of the last. One of the greatest.
Sucking up that welfare.
One of the greatest deceptions of the last 40 years is
that
welfare is
that half a penny on the dollar that your tax goes towards welfare. You know,
yes.
Oh, look at those. Oh.
But that's one of the great deceptions that they have created, that people, the plurals, they all believe, and they're all the people in the same situation, is that poor people or people on welfare are responsible for it. The percentage of money that welfare
those evil scumbag druggies, you know,
and drug testing for welfare. Come on. If I was on welfare, of course I'm doing drugs. Like, why are you gonna drug test me for that? Like, life is miserable. Some people, it's their only escape.
Well, what drugs are you doing on welfare anyway, man?
Like, you can't afford the good ones. That's for sure.
You should maybe smoke some weed. That's about it.
Yeah, like, okay? It's not gonna cost
no
that much.
No one's doing heroin or cocaine on welfare. Okay.
They're not using the welfare money for it, anyways.
Right.
But to drug test or something like that is already. Imagine like you're a family and you can't support your family. You have to go on welfare.
Yeah.
But you have a wife. You're a father too. You don't do drugs. Like, you guys are completely normal. But if you don't go on welfare, you're gonna lose your house. And when you walk in, and it's like, I'm sorry, sir, we're gonna have to piss test you. What if that guy, smoked a joint with his buddy 3 days ago, and now he can't get it because of what? For what? That's one way of punishing the poor. You know what another way of punishing the poor is? Now that the Republicans are back in office, they're gonna everything that was happened the last 8 years, just forget about it. All the progress that was made during the Obama administration is going to be gone.
Oh, my God.
And what I mean by that is, when they say that Obamacare is the worst thing to ever happen, it's just... They gave 20 million Americans that couldn't afford healthcare before health insurance. It's not sucking money out of the public funding system.
Yeah.
And the people that are saying that, it's costing too much money, are the people like Trump who haven't paid taxes in the United States for the last 15 years, who take their companies, sell them off to Canadian companies so they don't have to pay taxes in the States, or move the companies to Mexico. It's
offshore
so
bank
hypocritical.
accounts, the other big concern, and it's in the States and in Canada, corporate subsidies, corporate welfare, as it's mostly known. That's a serious issue when you have corporations like GM basically not paying any taxes and getting money in return and hiding money overseas so that they can continue the cycle.
They're not even hiding it anymore.
But here, let me tell you a funny story about how the welfare system in university. I lived in this part of town.
In Peterborough?
Well, yeah, where I was. I'm like, why is rent so fucking cheap here? I found out
very quickly
by the third crackhead that knocked on my door to ask me, and he was using the same story as the crackhead before him. I'm like, are you guys like doing like, is this like a team crackhead thing? Like, what's going on? Are you doing the block? Are you, are you playing on people's feelings here, but no, my neighbor was a truly amazing human being. In a ways I can't even fully describe. He was literally like a character from the Trailer Park Boys. He when I first moved in there, he was like one of those guys that was on the porch every day, case of beer, continually chain smoking. The only time he was leaving his porch when he was off committing some small bit crime somewhere. Okay, the guy was doing weekends in jail. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, weekends in jail on EI for a job he never had. Okay, so making more than welfare. He had 6 kids, not all of them his, with his wife. His wife's a stripper. His daughter's a stripper. It's the perfect scenario. And I'm not bashing this guy because, listen, if you find a way to work the system, yeah, you're a piece of shit. But it's the system's fault for allowing you to do this. The guy's doing weekends in jail. He's selling weed in jail by shoving it up his ass and selling it in jail. He's robbing metals and like copper wire and selling it.
Well, like climbing the street posts and taking it out?
Selling drugs out of jail, working a delivery job, collecting child support. The guy's making like $10,000 a month. And he was telling me, like, bragging about it. I'm like, yeah. He's always got huge piles, stacks of money. And this is basically how society's felt. And he told me, like, oh, yeah, this is what we've been doing generationally. And he's not a stupid guy. He's like, this is what we've been doing generationally for at least that I can remember my grandpa doing it. He never worked an honest job a day in his life. And there's a lot of people out there that do this from all kinds of backgrounds. The guy was tremendous. Like just seeing him was like, oh yeah, man, I gotta shove some weed in my ass again. I gotta weekends in jail. First of all, what the fuck is weekends in jail? Okay, like how did?
Yeah, welcome to the system.
What sort of?
What jail is he? What jail is this?
Lindsay jail. 10,000 people. Lindsay population 6,000. The town's got like less people than the jail's got inmates.
10,000 people in one jail.
10,000. Yeah, Lindsay's one of the biggest.
That must have been a massive jail.
One of the main Toronto jails. That and the Kingston one. Yeah.
I know about the Kingston one, but the Lindsay one, 10,000 people.
Yeah.
10,000 people. You know what? That's funny. I mean, good for him for working the system.
Penitentiary,
I guess.
Not jail. That's what they call it.
Well, I don't know what they call it, but if you're only going for the weekend, sign me up, okay? If I ever do something stupid, that's where I want to go.
What did you do to land yourself in weekends? Listen,
your crime was only half bad.
Listen, you're a dickhead, okay? But you're not that big of a dickhead, so we're gonna give you a little break here, okay?
We'll let you chain smoke on your porch during the weekdays.
You got a case of James Reddy. Sitting on his porch, basically just drinking and talking shit about everything that you saw. Like, he's like, oh, look at that guy. Look at that. Look at that fucking retard over there. Look at him.
I mean, that just goes to show you.
He's wearing his hat on. He's wearing his hat on backwards. Fucking punk.
Like somebody working the system like that. That's funny.
It's great. Actually, here I wanted to tell you about this. It's just something that's. Unfortunately, I'm being targeted now because
for what?
I use the same IP at my house as my parents, so they got my email address. The phishing scams. Okay. Remember talking to you about that the other day.
Right.
Listen to this one. It's from Patricia Ballista. Okay, just that name right there. I'm not kidding. That's what it says. Patricia Ballista.
What kind of a name is...
My name is Kota Inukai. Okay, so what happened to fucking Patricia Ballista, cocksucker? Okay? My name is Kota Inukai. Representative Director. What is a Representative Director?
That means he's the Director of the Representatives.
Koyosha Inc. Japan. Are you interested in working from home as a representative and earn good income?
Hold on, before you finish this, let me guess how much they want to send. My guess...
No, this is very cold fishing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, if interested, I'm reading this with a failed Japanese accent. Get back to us for more info. Contact me via this email, koyosha.inc@gmail.com. Oh, okay, so you're from a corporation using Gmail. Tell me more about it.
Here's my corporation site. Here's my Gmail email address.
Or here's another one I got right after that from Vizelli Dezo.
And then what does it say in the email? What is it? What's the name of the email?
The name of the email is dezo.vizelli@external.alliance something. I can't see past that. It's too much.
Your phone just won't let you look at it.
Right. It says RE. Like somehow we've had a conversation about this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Chevron Texaco, which is like a big oil corporation, $852,000 Christmas award. Sign me up, buddy. You won the prize of $852,000 in the Chevron Texaco free email draw. Contact official_help desk at outlook.de. So, wait, hold on. DE. That's German?
Yes,
Right?
.de is German.
Yeah, so for all that Chevron business they're doing in Germany over there.
all that Texas oil they have in Germany.
And then it hits me with some sort of fucking Polish, Serbian nonsense over here. I don't know what the hell it is. Like, who? You know what this means, right? Because they send these to like 100,000 cocksuckers out there. And there's got to be at least one dum-dum. Okay, one big, stupid, elephant, idiot cocksucker out there that falls for this.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna read this and be like, the oil company is awarding me $856,000. Man, they must know about me using all their gas. I love it. Perfect. Thank you for rewarding me for all the miles I've driven using your oil.
Like, who? For the
It's
longest
you know
time,
it's the highest percentage of people that fall for these are old people.
Yeah.
Mainly because I feel like they work the most because they're the most technologically inept. Is that the word I'm looking for?
They haven't seen any memes. That's what the problem is.
They haven't seen memes, but they get all their information from memes. They don't know it's a meme yet.
For the longest time, I was wondering like who's falling for these, okay? And then my mom fell for it twice. She actually got scammed. I'm sorry, Mom. If you ever listen to this, I'm sorry, okay?
What was
but
the
I
scam?
have to talk about it.
What was the scam?
I love you.
I've seen a few good ones too.
She obviously virused her computer somewhere. She
Probably watching those Turkish soap operas.
No, that my grandma watches those. She managed to virus my computer. I'm talking about my mom's computer. So my mom's computer. You know when you fuck yourself when you click yes somewhere where you shouldn't have hit yes.
You keep clicking yes to get through.
Yeah.
Guys like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what's this pop up? Yeah.
Do you want to install avg.pe's anti-fucklery device? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Get me
Sign me up. Fuck,
get me
why
to
not?
the money.
What the fuck? Why not? Like,
Yes.
Nothing. What's the worst thing that can possibly happen? I only do online banking on here. What's the worst thing that can
I only buy stuff with my credit card online.
And then that's it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Once you hit that first yes, it's reformat time. Like you can't. There's nothing. You
It's
don't
so
come
hard
back.
to get those viruses out.
You don't come back from that.
Windows Defender, actually, there's a pop-up on your computer that shows up. It says, "You're an idiot. You're fucked. You clicked the wrong button. I'm turning off now." That's it.
Windows should do that. That'd be one of the better things that they did, but they don't. But yeah, no, she and then I don't know. Eventually, they collected enough information. They got her phone number. Some guy from Pakistan or somewhere calls. He's like, "Hello, this is James from Chicago. And here we have some computer problems, and I'm here to fix. No, this is Manuela C. Manuela C. Right? Your name is
Hey,
Manuela.
and she just fell for it.
They're fishing for more information as you're talking to them.
It's not even a bad way to do it because you think like, oh yeah, this is whatever.
The thing is that it's completely legitimate. It's not even illegal what these guys are doing, okay? They've installed the fucking shit on your computer, and now they're going to remove it. Except that they don't remove it, they just turn it off, and then they turn it back on again. And this is what happened with my mom. She ended up paying the two easy installments of $200.
For what was the product? I just want to know what the product was.
For fixing her computer, for the computer not blowing up. I'm like, Mom, your computer's not worth $400. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, you can buy a new one. And then I caught her. She was on the phone with this guy, and she didn't end up going through. I took the phone. And I ripped it out of the wall. Okay, that's what I did. Like, no! No! You put your credit card down. Okay, no. And then it happened like 2-3 months later. I went and I fixed her computer. 2-3 months later, she did it again. And, yeah, she paid. She went.
She paid
I'm
for
like, isn't it?
She paid $400 to
If
get
you
her.
can see me right now, what am I doing? I'm fucking face planting. Like, didn't we
Was
not?
there anything wrong with her computer beforehand?
Yeah, of course. It's virus to shit.
Oh, okay. And it was the viruses that was saying, "Hey, we can fix the virus
we
to
can
send
turn
us
it
a
off
few easy payments."
They just set a timer on there and then they start again. Like
Yeah,
clogging
those
up.
malwares, those Trojans.
In the background, they collect information because it doesn't take that much processing to do all that.
That's why I never used the Trojan after what they did to my computer.
Good one. Yeah, but that's the phishing scams for you. It's actually a tremendous thing that's going on right now, and she comes up to me with that look on your face that I did something really good.
I did something really good.
I did something like I'm a fucking genius. I just saved the day.
I just fixed everything.
James Bond, don't thank me, but thank me because
don't even
I'm
thank
amazing.
me. Thank God.
Yes.
God is the reason I am so smart.
Oh my, wow. But yeah, phishing scams, don't do it. It's just when you see basically anything that asks you for money on the internet, avoid it altogether. Okay.
You know what's going on around right now? I've gotten this email. Friends of mine at school have gotten this email. They will make an email. They'll format it so it looks exactly like a Bank of Montreal or TD Canada Trust or RBC. They'll make it look exactly like
in
like
that
a
case,
real
don't
email.
call the number in the email. Go Google the CIBC phone number. Get that number. Call them and be like, "Hey, did you guys send this?"
And then they're gonna say, "No, we never sent emails asking you for information."
Yeah. Anything that's asking you for personal information, I would avoid altogether. And this comes back from one of my many job experiences back when I was a collector.
Back in the Toronto days.
Those people just flat out refuse. But we know, like, you owe money, you cocksucker. Okay, pay your fucking bill. Okay, buddy. How about that? How about instead of you being a dickhead, you pay your bill. Okay.
I don't care how unfair it was. You signed up for it.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming.
30% of that money goes to me, but you got to pay it, buddy.
You know what? I bet you a lot of people don't even know how collections works. Like, sure, they know. Like, they think probably the collection agency is making the money, not the people calling in are making the commission off of it. Because I didn't know that until you started working there.
Well, the whole agency will get a portion, okay?
Yeah.
But
you get some of it though.
Yeah.
You get a bonus. Like, do you have like monthly quotas and stuff you had to meet?
Right, and that was that job was tremendous. I'm like, listen, I don't care if you have to sell a kidney. Your ugly kid, okay, your ugly dog, your ugly husband, your ugly self. Just go out there and get. Because let me put it this way, okay? A lot of people have their money like planned out, but if I come to you like, if you desperately need to get a hold of $500 today, right now, can you do it? And most people can. Okay, if it comes down to it,
you can go get
you threaten them enough to. And you have to do it in a way where you're threatening them legally, okay?
A, you threaten them legally. B, you don't threaten them too hard so they don't call you a cocksucker and hang up the phone.
But it's like, oh, we're definitely going to have to escalate this further, sir. That was my favorite. Like, what does that mean? Absolutely jack shit, okay? That's what that means. Unless they really piss me off, and then I would call them at their work. That's the best.
Well, did you say that one time the guy started making fun of you? Like, you're never going to get my money. You're like, I'm going to call you back at 8 o'clock in the morning every day from now on.
Consider it your wake-up call. And this guy was so traumatized, he didn't know how to turn his phone on silent, okay? He was getting phone calls. As soon as it became legal for me to call him, I would call him, okay? You can actually even call on Sundays, too. I would go into the office. I didn't even work. I had a list of fucking shit apples that I would call. I would go in and call on Sunday, just the ones that pissed me off, okay?
Oh, man, that's terrifying. I would hate to be getting that call at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
But the best, I mean, there's so money collecting, it was so easy collecting money from people that had property.
Did you find a lot of people with the debts that they could pay, they just were choosing not to?
Right, and there's a lot. Those are my favorite because, those like, cha-ching, you can collect on those people. You can set up, you don't do it yourself, but the original creditor will do it if you ask them. If you do enough digging, you go through their credit. You find out they own some piece of property somewhere.
It's like, oh, you own a nice mansion in Athabasca. We're coming after you,
You got 90 days, buddy. 90 days and that's mine, okay?
And does anything...
I'm going to come in your fucking kitchen and shit all over your kitchen, okay? That's what I'm going to do.
Now, after the 90 days, could you do anything? Or was that what you just
no,
did?
it wasn't bullshit. Like,
could you garnish them?
If you put... Well, no, garnish is one thing, okay? Garnish is when you go through the employee. And garnishment's harder because that has to be done through the creditor.
Through the court.
Through the judge. The judge has to agree on the garnishment. But a lien is beautiful because a lien goes against proper... A lien.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Lean.
Okay.
Lien. A lien is basically... if you own a piece of property, then we can take that, sell it to pay off your debt.
You can do that in Canada.
Yes, you can.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Here's another thing about all this, okay? A lot of people
Do you
don't
find that
understand.
when you say that, most people are like, okay, and then pay?
Oh, instantly.
Instant payment. What's the most you collected in, let's say, like one phone call? What was the most amount of money that
the
you
most amount of money I collected in a phone call.
got? Not one that
This
you were
guy
working
that
on
was-
for a while, just one that you just drilled it right away.
I caught this. I did my research on him, and I caught this guy, and there was a I'm not allowed to disclose actual information, but this guy was for Regional Waterloo provincial offenses. This guy had like 25 tickets under his name, and he paid them all in one shot because I found that he's a property owner. He paid $68,000 in one credit card payment.
68 grand.
Provincial offenses commission rates weren't great, but Regional Waterloo is one of the better ones. That's 20%. So the company,
to the
the
company or
company
to
just
you?
made $6,800. Now, obviously, that goes to the $6,800 goes towards my quota, and then once you reach your quota, you get into bonus territory, so on and so. Just like most commission jobs, you have a quota to reach. Once you surpass your quota, depending on how bonuses work, then you get a percentage out of that. Yeah, provincial offenses, those are the easiest ones because you can sound really official without actually being, anything.
Even though it's not a provincial offense. Well, I mean, even though you
I'm
don't work
calling
for the
on
province.
behalf of ABC in regards to the Regional Waterloo Provincial Offenses Office. And when people hear, this, you sound super official,
Must be legit.
must be legit.
Like those memes.
But the thing is, like, we were legitimate. We are, sanctioned by the government. Each collector's got a profile that a license, a collector's license that you apply for, and it's regulated by the government. And there's a lot of shit that you can't really say, but I mean,
Like what?
like
Like you can't say like I'm gonna come find you and take the money, or like.
yeah, I mean, you got to be professional. You can't just
But, sure, you have to be professional, but if,
I'll
so,
come
if,
over
so-
there,
if somebody
I'll
somebody's
skull
on the other
fuck your
side of the
children.
so somebody on the other side of the phone is like, you're never gonna get my money, fatty.
Yes,
Like you're not getting this money.
I found the way to turn off the recordings, bro. Okay, so once you can't, I'll call you right back. You turn that shit off. You call back. It's not on the system, and then you go to town on them. Okay.
Like what's the worst thing you ever said to someone?
I only do that.
If they're terrible people?
Um.
Do you find that you had some sort of
Yeah,
moral code when you did this?
we used. I was ruthless. Like I got into that whole perspective. I'm like, fuck bitches, acquire currency. Like just make the money. Okay. And I think the most ruthless thing I did was a hospital bill. Okay, Credit Valley Hospital in Mississauga, baby. Okay.
It was somebody who was dead or dying?
Yeah, someone was dead. Okay. And I hit this person in the fields, bro. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, they were like Arabic, I think, and so like honor kind of means a lot in families like that, especially if you're very traditional. So I hit this guy with like, would your dad Mustafa really like you to tarnish his memory with this indecent maneuver or something along those lines? It's like
That's terrible.
he's like, how could you not do this? Think about your father right now. Think about where he is because you're not doing this. So I was like hitting this guy hard, and he paid. That was like another 16 grand or something like that he paid.
And they paid it just like that.
Yeah. Oh, those guys got
I
money.
could imagine if I got a call.
Those
like that at
guys
the
got
hospital.
fucking money. Stop it, okay? They got fucking money. Okay, they got that oil money coming in. Yeah, that was
That sounds rough.
that was a
How'd you
great
feel
job.
after you hung up that phone?
great. Yeah, you have to. If you can't turn on your personal feelings, then you're not.
No remorse, eh?
I was, in a way, like just institutionalized by the job and the competitiveness of it to act that way. Okay, because
So
if you
it
don't,
just basically turns you off.
they're gonna
all
take your
emotion.
chair and kick you out, and you're fired. You're gone. And at that point in my life, I needed money, so I couldn't afford not to make money. Okay, so
That's the
that's
nature of how the system works.
that's some of the extreme some of the extremes in capitalism, unfortunately. Okay, people can be very ruthless.
You know who else is ruthless? Trump. Let's do it. Let's just talk about him just a little bit.
No,
Okay, fine. We'll move on.
I want to save it. I want to do it. I want to come in this guy like a fucking vulture. Okay, I want to and I want to pick it apart piece by piece.
We will pick that apart. No
the
problem.
stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I've seen a lot of stupid shit, but this just wins. Like who
It makes you wonder how
who
we
the
got to
fuck
this
is
point.
running in 2020 then?
Kanye. Kanye, The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock, Kanye, 2020. No, I don't know how it got to this point. I can tell you that people just must not care in the United States.
No, they care. They're just dumb.
You know how many people voted?
Come on, they're dumb.
What's
They
the
gotta be.
What's the population?
And
of
it's
the United
not. It's not
States?
just Republicans. It's most liberals. They're dumb.
Yep.
It,
No, you're
it's
right.
it's an epidemic of just not knowing how the world really works. Unfortunately, okay.
Well, they
not bragging on some sort
they
of
get their own version of it in the States.
superior knowledge, but there's just some very basic things like who is profiting. You always have to take a look at that. And our system right now, even if you go to college, you go to college here. Well, here you got a skill. We taught you a skill. You go out there and make someone else money. All throughout school, all throughout our education, we're basically conditioned into fulfilling this one position of society.
And that's making a big company's money.
And that's making someone else money. People are not taught.
Well, you work for yourself now.
Yes.
Yeah, the truck driving industry is good.
The truck driving is recrucing, baby. Okay, I need drivers. Okay, I want to.
If there's any drivers listening
put some
to this,
trucks
we
on
need
the
some
road
drivers.
right now. Okay, it was rough at first. Okay, because I came back here. I had no money. Okay, but the money's great if you know what you're doing. Also, money's great if you don't know what you're doing. It's a hard job. It's not.
You're driving
it's
how
not
many
for
hours
everyone.
a day? The officially. Don't tell me what you actually do, because I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, I'm not. It's. I'll tell you. I'm not. I don't go out there and break the limits anymore. You're allowed to do 11 hours of actual driving in Canada.
In 24-hour span?
In the U.S. In Canada, you can do 13. 13 up to 70 a week. Then you got to take a day and a half off. It's a hard job mentally because if you don't train your brain while you're doing this, and to me this isn't.
It's got to get boring.
It's not.
out
It
there
can't be.
sometimes for you.
It's not a career. Okay.
Eh? It's got to get boring for you sometimes.
Oh.
You got to be driving through like Nebraska or something. And you're looking around.
I've
like,
never been to
"Well,
Nebraska.
Why does this place exist? You know what? I think that's a good thing.
I've been to Iowa. It's pretty close though.
It's this
why?
little Nebraska.
What are they
junior.
doing here?
No, there's not much going on because there's not a lot of people there. There's a lot of stuff going on in Nebraska.
Listen, I do because U.S. is where the money is, and I see a lot of the U.S. side of.
When you're working for
everything.
a Canadian company, do you make your money in the U.S. or do you make it here?
Well, you ship to the U.S. and then you ship back to Canada. It's like one way. It's like a round trip. But what I was gonna say is that you see like the some of the most amazing things there. Okay, there's some truly great things
In the United
that
States?
happen in America. Like you can see it. Okay, you can
I
see
can
how
tell
the
you some
level
great
of.
things that I've seen. When I went to Florida, I saw some of the billboards in Florida. I can only imagine some of the ones that you've seen on your trips.
Florida takes it's a special place in my heart because you can't drive for 30 seconds without seeing something about Jesus somewhere. I'm like, where the hell are all the Jews? And where are all the spring break? No. Florida is full of Bible thumper. Everywhere you go, they're thumping at. They're thumping at you in one form or another. Okay.
You ever been to a truck stop and there's a chapel in the back of a truck? Is that
Every truck stop actually has a chapel.
Is that a real thing?
It is.
Oh wow.
When I wake up, I find a new note on my window about God coming to save my soul or something like that.
Oh, like a flyer.
I went into one of these chapels in Georgia once, and they were just getting drunk. Okay, they were getting drunk and watching football. I'm like, is this what happens in all of them? No, some of them are serious. I went into one of them half expecting to get drunk with a bunch of other truck drivers and watch some football, but no, that one was serious. And I couldn't leave. You know when you get guilted into...
Yeah, you sit down, they're all looking at you.
Because why else would you walk in there unless it is to pray or whatever, right? To listen to the preacher or whatever. No, I'm here for the booze and the football. Like, what the hell? Like,
Where is the NFL Sunday? Where is it?
Other great signs are the evolution, denialism. Those are basically everywhere. Okay,
That's where you get your science advisors right there. That's where they come from. Like, give me an example.
well, they have that classic picture of a man evolving through for the other stages of primates,
You mean
from
like a monkey,
Homo erectus.
Homo erectus, so like the
Yeah, a
Neanderthal
monkey.
and the-
Even though we really don't have anything to do with monkeys. Like,
it's just for the picture's sake. It's just an
right.
analogy.
Okay. Sure. Like Australopithecus and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw Neanderthal in there too, even though we're not even like.
Not related.
Sure.
Well, we might be, but who knows?
And then you have like the big like Ghostbusters cross and like the
big
blo-
big no sign.
Yeah, the do not sign or.
Mhm.
And
Throughout
then it says like evolution, not on my watch. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that even mean? Actually, not on your watch. Are you actually sitting outside? Are you sitting outside and like what? Where are they?
Where are these evolution
Where are these
thumpers?
people preaching
Where are
evolution?
they? If I tell anybody tells me to come from a monkey, I'm gonna shoot him.
And the problem is like, listen, you can go preach your craziness in Bible school and wherever else you go to do this, okay? But don't put this shit in a science textbook, okay?
They do that in Texas. You know that, right?
Yeah,
and
I
those
know.
custom curriculums. You should see some of the textbooks they got.
Yeah, tremendous.
Yeah, you're writing. Little Johnny's writing a test, and it's asking what kind of animals were in the ark. Like, that's scary, man. That's not a joke. Like, that's a real thing. Like, that happens.
Who the fuck is trapping all these animals? I think that's another subject to me. That's like it's just I beat it into the ground. There's nothing more. I can't say anything as eloquent as like Christopher Hitchens will ever say. He said it better than me a long time ago. A bunch of other people said it better. It's a topic I don't even like discussing anymore because you can't convince these people. There's no they're not convincing you and you're not convincing them. The beauty of it is that as long as we can agree to leave that out of it and leave that out of our daily lives, then we can go on, okay? You can go on being a crazy fucknut and I can go on, jerking off the monkeys for the evolution cycle, you know?
Evolution is on my watch, not their watch.
Yeah. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Or the another beautiful sign in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. That's on this side of the Mason-Dixon line, isn't it? That's north.
Still got some.
They were the good guys in the
Still got
Civil
some
War.
fucknuts in there too, though. I drove by and I see this one sign. It's got to be on I-80 somewhere. I-80 or I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The sun sets. The wind stops. Coal is forever. Find more at coalisforever.org or whatever they're putting on there.
What?
And I'm like, hold on.
The sun.
Yeah. So the sun sets.
The sun sets.
The wind stops.
Okay.
Coal is forever.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Now, like,
let's stop there for 1 second. Hold on a second. Coal is forever.
Yes. So basically, yes, and no. Okay, no, you're wrong. Yes, but that's the best part. Like, I saw that. I'm like, I just lost another brain cell just from reading that. Like,
I actually
what
can't even
do
think
you
of anything
mean
to
with
say.
coal is forever? What do you mean? But the best part is 15 miles down the road, there's the liberal troll sign, okay? Who said that the sun rises again, the wind starts again, coal is not forever. Go to www.coalisnotforever.org or some crazy. Like someone saw that and is like, I just can't not respond to that.
Somebody it got to it like it did to us, but they just had money for a
They
billboard.
just like, that's it. I gotta put that up there. I gotta go through this process to debunk this shit bafflery that I'm seeing my state right now and get this get this process changed.
Man, that's crazy. Coal is forever.
Coal is forever.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, stop it.
It doesn't even make money anymore. It's the money is not in coal anymore. If you look at renewable is the way to go.
I feel bad kind of for the people that when these coal mines and everything first started opening, that they convinced them that this was the greatest idea in the world, because you already know when that they opened that stuff, that they already knew that coal was not forever. Okay, let's get one thing straight. They knew coal wasn't forever. The person making that sign knew that coal wasn't forever.
When you dig and then you like wake up in China and you're looking around like, well, I guess this is where the coal lands.
like the people that made those companies and whatnot, they basically told everybody, like, come work for us. We're gonna have jobs for you forever. They didn't lose those jobs because the economy went bad.
Or until you die from your lungs collapsing for the job being horrifying for your health.
Or you have cancer when you're 26, but like if you survive that, then yeah, you're gonna have a coal job forever. Like that is.
I think I got the black lung.
Yeah, you can't expect a job like that to last forever. But people that are uneducated or somebody they might recruit for that place will think, oh my god, I can work at this place for the next 30 years of my life. I can support my family. And what happens is the coal mine shuts down. They get pissed off at the liberals because
you shut your mouth with that liberal propaganda. I don't want to hear any more of your fucking bullshit.
They fucking convince
we won. We got our country back.
Shut the fuck up. They convince them that they're gonna work forever, and then when they don't, they make sure that they get them to blame liberals for all their problems. Exactly. Exactly. That's what it. No, essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's a tremendous world we live in right now.
It's the same thing I was saying before. Like when the Republicans get into office right now, what's going to happen is they want, obviously the first thing you want to do. We're going to repeal Obamacare because that's the best thing you're supposed to do. What you're telling me right now is that you think the best way to fix America is by first punishing the 23 million Americans that signed up for Obamacare.
Right.
Like you can't just get rid of it and not replace it with something.
Well, I think Trump realized that he can't really do that because
did you see his face when Obama was telling him, "Hey, this is what this job entails"?
Yeah, he's like, "This is what I signed up for." Like, why couldn't Hillary win? all I was saying is crazy shit, and they still voted for me. It's amazing.
Again, we'll save that one for another time.
Yeah, signs. There's all kinds of. Oh, the billboards are just out of control. The other one. What was it? It was in Illinois.
That's a blue state, right?
Yeah, you think.
I thought Michigan was kind of blue, but man, did they surprise me?
Trying to think of, yeah. So they
I hope my family in the States isn't listening to this. I love you guys. I'll see you at Christmas.
Yeah, they had a basic like projection of the U.S. debt. Okay, so it was like
this should be good.
One of those doomsday clocks.
Mm-hmm.
And under Bush, it was something like 500 billion surplus, and Obama's at something
surplus.
Something at like 50 trillion or something crazy. 50 trillion.
50 trillion in debt.
Yes.
And Bush had the surplus.
And then underneath it said, "Any questions?"
Yes.
Where are you getting this information from?
Whose Facebook did you see that on?
Where's the meme expertologist that gave you this?
That is ridiculous. 50 trillion.
50 trillion.
Can the country still run on 50 trillion debt?
Who cares?
I mean, it could be 50
trillion. They just keep printing up fake money anyway. Who cares?
The United States can technically never, ever go bankrupt. The world runs on their currency.
Yeah, I guess. Until like they decide not to do that anymore.
Yeah, but what are you're gonna flex muscle at the U.S.? Like, you can't do that. Like, the world's best chance right now just got elected to regain the balance of power.
Let's take a look at the U.S.'s military foils for the last. Let's just say post World War II. Okay, let's look at that track record. Come on, these guys haven't fought a war that they wanted to win ever after post World War II.
Well, yeah, after
it's been a war to maintain a war. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep that military-industrial complex running as long as we possibly can.
World War II is the reason the United States is the powerhouse that it is now.
Yeah,
it's because they weren't. They're not in Europe, so they didn't get shit stomped by Hitler.
Yeah,
and so they didn't ever have to rebuild. When the World War II is over, who do you think rebuilt Europe? Somebody had to build the first factories. It was the United States.
Yeah,
and that's how they became a superpower.
Well,
Russia became a
problem
superpower because they just killed all their citizens.
To them, war's like, it's a good thing. It's good for the economy. It's propping it up. Half their budget is going towards.
In the past, sure, it was good for the economy, of course, because
Even now, it's amazing for the economy. Are you kidding me?
But you're right. They haven't fought a war they've wanted to win. They could. Do you really think that ISIS was a problem for them? That they would have let it gone on this long? No, they need it there for the instability. They need that to happen. The United States, how many big Korea? They just we're gonna stop halfway. Vietnam, I think they lost that on purpose. Like looking at the history of that one, the Gulf War, they were about to take Saddam out, and they're like, no, we're gonna stop right here.
That's good. He learned his lesson, all right. He's not gonna fuck anything up anymore.
Well, he didn't when they reinvaded him in 2004. He was just sitting there. He was just an innocent bystander, if you want to call him that.
Yeah, I mean, he
was terrible, and my people, especially of all people, wanted him to go, but he had nothing to do with why they invaded Afghanistan.
No.
Absolutely not. He had nothing to do with that war.
Hey, Afghanistan's harboring terrorists. Great, let's invade Iraq right now.
And everyone looked at each other. Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely. You just get a banner on an aircraft carrier. It must be true.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but the military-industrial complex is something I still want to talk about because it's just... I'm not sure one of the presidents warned against this, that's what this country's turning into. So if you look at all the...
Did that president get shot by any chance?
All the foreign policies since then, they've been very, very aggressive. Okay, they've been pushing buttons everywhere they go. They've been trying to do it with Iran, but Iran was smart enough not to do anything stupid.
Iran's like, no, you're not invading us. We know better.
I mean, the embargo that just ended in Cuba, that's another form of violence right there. It's just economic violence.
Keep talking about that. I gotta bring something up real quick.
Okay, basically everywhere else that they were trying to go, from Venezuela to
Venezuela. They tried the coup there, the CIA.
Yeah, that was in what was it in the 60s?
In the 70s, they succeeded for 2 days, and then the people took back over.
Yeah,
but I remember watching a documentary about that a few years ago in college. They were talking about it, and it's crazy. The video that they showed here in the States, well, it's not crazy. It's just propaganda. It looked like the president of Venezuela was just slaughtering babies, punching koala bears in the face, like anything bad you could think of is what he was doing. But when they showed the Venezuelan side of it, it was just like, why is this happening? Like, what is this political instability coming from? It literally came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for there, Captain?
There was the responses to Fidel Castro's death.
Oh.
And Obama was like, it was like what you would expect a president to say. It was like the United States and Cuba were enemies for so long, but now I just want Cuba to know, we're friends with you now. Like they got rid of the
embargo.
The embargo. They got rid of it. They're trying to open up relations and stuff, and it was just a really long. It was.
Well, you have to look at it. It's really a response to what Russia's doing.
Donald Trump's tweet: Fidel Castro is dead. That's it. With an exclamation mark.
There's no way I think he said way more than that.
I'm showing it to you right now.
No, I believe you, but I think he said a lot.
He said more, not on Twitter. He said a lot more, but it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, this is really a response to what, like, Russia right now is trying to rebuild its base around the world. It's trying to gather new allies. It's doing so in Eastern Europe, shockingly enough. Like
especially after what they
Bulgaria and Hungary,
especially what they did to Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
when they pulled out of those bloc countries, it wasn't peaceful. Like, okay, you guys have your democracy now. They're like, we're taking all your resources, all your gold.
Oh, they did that. They did that long before they pulled out.
Yeah, but they made sure it was all gone before they left.
Yeah.
Look what they did to Romania. Romania before the USSR. Come on, that was a nice place.
It was.
Yeah, and then they left the area and just completely destabilized it.
Yeah, pre-World War II, it was actually top 4 economy after like France, Germany, and England.
In Europe?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
A lot of natural. Well, it's a very natural resource rich country, so it's.
And now, if you look at Eastern Europe, Ukraine is Russia's fastest growing resource. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, they're farming.
They're farming
Ukrainian
Ukrainians.
souls.
I don't.
Send Klitschko in there with a bunch of Klitschkos. And...
Send in the brothers, and that's it. That's all you need.
That's great.
Yeah, but who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna say anything to them? Russia's one of those countries that can do whatever it wants until it steps on America's toes in a country that the America actually cares about. Like if they stepped into
Turkey.
So yeah, Russia could invade Turkey right now and no one would blink an eye. I don't think anyone would care.
Everyone would clap.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
But no, if they don't step on the toes of anybody the Americans are friends with, they're not gonna care. Who cares?
Yeah.
Let Russia do what they want. Russia, I mean, they may not be as strong as the U.S., but they have more than enough nukes to end this world just as fast. Because that's what it comes down to.
That's
like,
true.
Who's like, listen, I know like India and Pakistan have nukes, but they only have like 100 like each. Like they'll shoot most of them out of the air before they land any. But Russia, it's like the United States, the thousands.
They still got like 10,000. I'm pretty sure.
You're only gonna stop so many of those.
Yeah.
That's what the fear. It comes down to it. I don't know. Would they ever do it? Who knows? I don't know. Putin's managed to stay in power this long as the president, prime minister, president again. Like they just keep making cute positions in parliament for him.
Yeah, the nuclear weapons they need to go, or if we still have them, we need to focus on using them for planetary defense or other means than to
turn them into making energy.
This assured mutual self-destruction idea that they had during the Cold War, that needs to go. I don't understand why it's still around. Why the start of, I guess it's to keep one power in check from not absorbing all the other countries. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why you see this two superpower systems right now. Maybe Russia not so much anymore, honestly. Probably China fills that role a lot more now than Russia ever did. Mm-hmm. Even though Russia's being real penisy right now. Putin's been the peniciest, actually.
He has been.
Yeah.
The way he reacted when Turkey shot down the Russian plane. Oh man, they're not gonna get away with much more.
The stories, the storytelling there was tremendous. Like it was straight out from the Russians came out with one story, the Turks came out with another story, and then the scientists came out with both these stories are lying. Okay, none of this happened. Something else happened. Keep going though. Keep coming up.
Eventually, you'll tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I know a lot of this talk is depressing, so I'm gonna try and leave you guys.
I think it's great.
But, it is great, but like the view on the world, it's pretty grim right now. So let's try and leave this one on a high note. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, like all we really have to do is put aside our own personal disagreements. Just for 1 minute, I ask everyone, just take a look at the sky. If you can see it, without the light pollution where it is, and even if you can't, okay, just take a look at what you can see, and just realize that the universe itself is just filled with so much more. Okay, we have so much more to discover here first, and there's so much more to discover out there, and it's just filled with so much wonder and excitement. And that we have a debt to humanity as a whole.
We have a responsibility.
A responsibility.
Not to blow each other the fuck up.
Not to blow each other up. And let's do this. Let's create a better society. Mm-hmm. And let's create a better world. And if you don't want to do that, you want to be a dickhead, at least don't contribute negatively, okay? If you just want to...
Don't teach others to be a dickhead either.
That's right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with but just try your hardest to treat everyone else with the respect that you deserve yourself.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't deserve respect, well, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. And if you don't want to do that, you can go fuck yourself. Okay? Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Episode 1. We're going to come back even stronger for episode 2. Any questions right now? Just hold on to those questions until we figure out some sort of.
Hold on to those questions until I fucking feel like answering them. Okay.
Until Simon actually sets up an email account.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure not to do that for a while.
No, he's gonna do it right after this.